welcome to part 2. I'm hoping this is going to be a better video. So we need parts D6, D7, and we need Z1. This is Z1 here, and we're going to need W1, which is a piece of ply. We're going to need the motor, and what it sits in is W2. This ply is W2, and there's your motor. Now be aware you need the extended shaft for this, so if you've got the shorter shaft you might find yourself in a few problems. So make sure that you order the motor with the extra long shaft. By the way, I did go on the website last night. They're out of stock. Doesn't mean to say you still can't get it, but they're out of stock at the moment. So there you go, as of 1st November 2024. So what have we got to do? Well, we've got to get S3 and S4 stickers, which are these stickers here. I'm going to try and lift them off as best we can. Maybe I should get the tweezers, I don't know. Okay. And S3, hang on a second, I've got this the right way around. It looks as though it's got to go on D6, like that. There's a little score line that you can line up that edge. Okay, took it a bit too far, I think. Yeah, I think that's it. So that this edge here folds around like so, and this edge folds around like so. Okay, and that might take a bit of fiddling around by the looks of it. I might even put some glue on that. In fact, you know what, I think I will. Make that stick down. These don't stick down great, to be honest, so I used a little bit of Yoo-hoo. Let that stick on. Now this is the back end, so obviously we want to be as sparing as we can. Got my little stick, spread that out. Okay, try and pick that up. In fact, I will use the tweezers. That's folded over, which always helps. Come on, that's it. So make sure you get this the right way around. Might be easy doing that way around. Line up those two notches. Turn it over and check it. That's got to go down a bit. Check that from the other side. Looks as though it's got to come over. Maybe they're not cut these as correctly as they could do, I don't know. I don't know what it is exactly. Anyway, fold that over. That looks as though it needs a little slit into the sticker. This is why I tend to use the pens a lot more. That's better. Trim that off a bit. Trim that off. Trim that off. Okay. Because they stick to everything now. Okay. There we go. Hopefully there we go. Put a little more glue on there. That will eventually stick. It takes about 10-15 minutes to go off. Fully hardened around about 20 minutes. There's a little stick on, there you go. So you just need a little bit of patience. Take your time. Okay. That will stick, it's just got to go off a bit. Okay, so that half done. And now for the other half. S4. Put a bit of glue on first. Okay, here we go. That lined up. There's the score line. Bend that over. So don't forget, if there's any sort of white bits showing, we can always use the Sharpie pens. Colour them in. There we go. That's there. And that goes like that. Of course, you need a very, very sharp knife. There you go. So there's your stickers. Okay, you should end up with something like that. So let me just clear up these offcuts. Okay. Otherwise I'll just end up in places where you don't want them to end up, and I'll just get them off my fingers now. Come on, off you come. There you go. Yeah. Little one there. Okay. Let's get that off. That's off. Okay. So I just need a bit of encouraging every now and again. All right. So that's why I complain about the stickers. I think in the Sock with Pup, John did say that I think if I remember rightly, they changed manufacturers for the stickers, and the old stickers used to work a lot better. I suspect he's right. But you know, well, there you go. So where do they go? Well, they go in there like that. Okay, either side. Now the best thing for me to do, I think, is now to glue them in and let them set. Okay, so I think I'll do that. Once they're set, I'll come straight back to you. So where are we? Okay, so that's been curing for a little while. Now I have moved a step forward. I put in place W1, this ply piece here, and that's just to stiffen everything up, you know, just get it a bit more solid, because the next part before putting this in on the instructions is to put in Z1, and this is Z1 here, which goes in here like this. Okay, now I would suggest that, you know, these pieces are going to be wobbling about and goodness knows what else, so that's why I put the ply piece in. Okay, this W1 here. But in preparation for this, you have to score the back with a knife. Now don't use the sharp end, use the blunt end and put a load of lines down it. That is shown on one of the sheets. And then you can use these tools here, so just rubbing it around like that does help. And use a larger end on the other end. Okay, so that now can be put into there, and it is a bit fiddly. This is why I put that ply piece in first, and with a bit of manipulation. Now ideally you want the bottom of this bulkhead here to touch the bottom of Z1, okay, which will leave you a bit of a gap at the bottom there, whether you can see that or not. But that's how it fits on mine. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put some glue in for now, just on here, okay, and then it'll stick it in place, and it'll be more compliant with my wishes. Okay, a bit of a stringer going on there. Let me just get rid of that stringer. This is one of the reasons I don't like using hot glue a lot, is because you get lots of stringers. Plus the fact it burns your skin off if you're not careful. I can go in there. Okay, get it pretty even first, and then offer it up. It's a bit tricky. Okay, and I may just leave it like that, to be truthful. Press it together. But don't forget, this takes, you know, a little while to go off, to cure. Take out that little excess of glue there, because we don't want to use too much glue. There you go. There we are. There's a little white dot there, I don't know what that is. Yeah, it's come off here. It's what I was saying earlier about making sure you got rid of all these little bits, because for reasons I don't know why, they just get absolutely everywhere, and I'm trying to get it off my first finger of my left hand. Anyway, so while that's going off, you got to get the motor. So this part here, this wooden part here, that's W2. Okay, and you'll find that in the bag. And then of course you would have purchased this motor. Okay, and that goes, that little pins going through there, and you have to put that square on, or else it's not going to seat in properly. Now I've resisted gluing it just for now. I think from memory, from the Sopwith pup, they had a similar setup, and I think I had to cut these off. Let's just see what the instructions say. Insert secure the motor gearbox, long prop shaft, so make sure you got the long prop shaft, into plywood W2 motor mount. Attach the motor and mount to the top edge of D6 and D7 with the rear portion of the mount and motor protruding through former D5. Well, this is D5 here, so let me just lead through first. Okay, be careful of those pins. Come on, don't be silly. That's better. Be careful of these pins here. Okay, they're quite fragile. And it should go in like so, and then you're supposed to glue that in place like that. So let me just double check. Through former D5, so that looks about right. And I'll turn the page and see if it tells me to glue it in place or not. And use left and right hand inner servos for elevator and rudder control, available from Microaces.com. Positioning. So that's okay. So we've got to glue that in place. It doesn't tell you to do that, but I'm guessing that's what we've got to do. And then you attach some servos either side of it by the looks of it, because I've not looked into it that far. So that's where we are with that, and I think we'll call it a day there with part 2. Don't want to do too much, plus the fact you've got to let things cure and go hard and everything. So that's where we are. This is where we want it to be, and I'll just glue that there and there, and then let that cure, and then we'll be ready for part 3. So thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the next part.